my tusk. I'll show him too old. What's this? Another stranger strutting into my town? Perfect. They'll probably give you the mayor's job. Experience? You don't need that. Just ask the new constable. Me? No. Why would I be frustrated? 10 years as town constable, and the mayor just up and decides to fire me the other day. Can you imagine? Says I'm getting too old, and the new constable will do a better job. The dung-heap bastard. That's the thing, no one even knows him. Govindian, that's his name. He and his bailiff sauntered into town last week, and now he's constable? Something smells wrong. Say, think you could poke around and try to find out what's really going on? Sad times when I have to rely on a stranger. But I do appreciate you asking around. The mayor, the jeweler, the miller, they're all acting strangely. There's something they're not saying. I'll be back at the inn if you learn anything. You have to understand, I've known these people for years. Shared drinks with them, gone fishing. I thought we were friends. Then all of a sudden, the mayor fires me. And now no one even has 2 words to spare. To me, that's strange. My drinking? By Moloch, no! I haven't had a drop in years until this happened. I quit a long time ago, after I woke up with a skinny little wood elf in my bed. As for today, this is my last drink. Well, maybe one more.
There is no choice in the matter. The constable says we need your wagon and your horse.
But what will I do? If I can't haul grain, I can't make any coin. My family will starve.
Have you forgotten? You do want us to keep your family safe, do you not? I suggest you close your mouth.
What in oblivion do you want? Unless you can haul it yourself, don't tell me you have a load of grain that needs to be ground at the mill. The constable's deputy just confiscated my damn wagon. Look, I don't know you, and I don't need you meddling in my personal affairs. I'm not looking for trouble, and I'm not saying a single damn word about the new constable. You'll mind your own business if you know what's good for you.
Welcome to Fell's Run. Normally, we'd welcome you with open arms and throw a feast, but not this year. We had a terrible harvest, and times are hard. Might be better if you moved on and spent the night in Northpойnt. Come back next year. She caught you out at the edge of town, eh? She feels betrayed, I know. I hope someday she understands. The last thing I wanted to do was hurt her. My wife and I both have always treasured her friendship. My wife? Oh, she doesn't exactly know. Well, she's been sick. Yes, she's sick. Hasn't left the house for days. Poor thing. Yes, I should actually get in there and check on her. No time for idle gossip. Take care now. I think perhaps it's best if you go ahead and close up the shop early today, Lady Mondori. In fact, why don't you go ahead and do that now?
Yes, Constable Gavendir. I'll close up right away. Just don't do anything rash. Oh, hello there. You must be new in town. I'm sorry, but the jewelry shop is closed for today. Constable Gavendir's orders. I think he's worried about security. Yes, with the rumors of bandits robbing people on the road, we have to be careful. There's supposed to be a big parcel of amethysts coming in from the mine, too. Gods, I hope it gets here safely. Strange? No, nothing at all. Why would you ask? Oh, well, there's Gaspar. He's a little soft in the head. He's run out of town and refuses to come back. I worry about him. He really should go back home.
No, I'm not coming. No, I'm not. Don't even ask. I'll come back, but only when Gaylord says it's safe. Yes, that's right. Only when Gaylord says. Gaylord told me to stay right here until then. Gaylord is my friend. He looks after me since my parents died. Gaylord said it isn't safe in town. No. That constable. Gaylord recognized him from Daggerfall. Said he was a bad man. Gaylord went to meet the constable, but never came back. Gaylord went to meet the constable in the constable's new house. Just there, to the south. Used to be the fisherman's house, but the constable took it. The fisherman just went away. I hope Gaylord didn't go away too.
Those Montclair traders ambushed the guard at Hinault Farm. I heard a stranger happened along and saved me.
Oh, my head is pounding. 3 loaves of bread and I'm still foggy. I don't care what happens. Remind me to never drink that rum posset again. You were asking around town, though, about that toothless run of a constable. Did you learn anything? Hostages? I knew those bastards were up to something. Damn. Constable Gavendian just left here with Lady Mondori. Bailiff Sagabar's still upstairs, though. We should try to get into his room and see what else we can find. Well, I bought this sleeping draft so I could sleep off this headache, but I guess I won't be napping now. Take it upstairs and find a way to distract Sagabar. Slip it into his drink. Then follow him into his room before he passes out.
Look, I have just about Oh, sorry. I thought you were that lecherous bailiff again. He tries to grope me every time I bring him a drink. Gall and pox, of course not. I'm a barmaid, not a strumpet. Besides, I know his type. He may talk sweet, but get him behind closed doors and he turns mean. I try to avoid his kind. What, from looking at my bottom? If I knew how to make him stop, I would have done it hours ago. No, I just want him to leave me alone.
What
What do you say? You interested in having a bit of a laugh? I developed this little trinket to summon a Banekin. I thought it would impress the Archmage, but instead it got me kicked out of the Mage's College. I was thinking of testing the trinket here. You know, to frighten someone and have a laugh. Here. I was thinking the barmaid. But if you're crazy enough to try it on the bailiff, all the better. Depending on how it works, maybe I'll go into business selling these things. Let's see how it works.
Oh, sweet Tuwaka, save me! It's a Banekin! Suddenly, I don't feel so well.
Now that my skull's stopped pounding, I'm ready to crack someone else's. Did you find anything in that Red Guard's room? Do we know where they're holding the hostages? All right, we've got to go get them. That's the most important thing. Did you find anything to explain why Gavendian went to all this trouble? He didn't do it so he could just steal my job, did he? Then maybe I should stay here and rouse the bailiff. My head's clear, but my legs are still wobbly. You go to the old mill and free the hostages, while I drag Sagabar to the stocks. He'll tell me what they're planning, one way or another. Wait to see my father again. I hope he's all right.
So, we're going to live? I thought those men were going to kill us.
Praise the Eight. Did you kick that stupid thug's teeth in? I don't know what was worse, being held hostage or smelling that ruffian's breath. What about the robbery, though? Did you stop them, or did they get away with the jewels? You didn't know? That's why they were holding us. Gavendian was waiting for Loraviv Mondori's big amethyst parcel to come in. He was holding the three of us hostage to keep the town in line. Hours ago, that thug Bullzog was actually going to execute us if he didn't hear from that crooked constable soon. You really came just in time. We should hurry into town and see if we can't stop Gavendian.
Poor mother. She didn't deserve this fate.
Damn bastard Kovenian. Did it all for the jewels. And got away with it, too. He got me good. I'll survive, but he cut Loraviv's throat. He didn't have to. He just did it to prove a point. I thought I could be cruel, but he is a monster. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe if I hadn't confronted him, he wouldn't have killed her. At least the hostages are all right. You did your part, and you did it well. We can't let that maggot-eating bastard Kovenian get away with this. Old Sagabar wasn't so tough after he got into the stocks. He told me where Kovenian went, where their camp is. What I want to do is go after Kovenian myself. But that's not gonna happen anytime soon, and I don't want him to slip away. If you're willing, then yes. Do whatever it takes. Just put him down. Oh, and retrieve the jewels, too.
If I was a few years younger, I'd go after Gavendon myself. That rotten coward. Killing an innocent woman. He deserves to die.
Someone needs to find that man Kovenian and make him pay.
I thought that if we just cooperated with them, everything would work out and no one would be hurt. Now I know. I will never bargain with bandits again.
I feel terrible. Poor Loraviv. To die so young and so needlessly, it just isn't right.
Why? Why would they kill her? She was cooperating. She gave them the jewels.
There's always a hero in every town. They always come after me, and they always die.
circle around!
Move to flank!
Sagabar and I were just making bets on whether you'd return. Looks like Sagabar's a two-time loser. Did you do it then? Did you kill Gavendian? Thank you. I suppose it will do little to console young Reuben, but at least we can give Lady Mondori a proper funeral. I got my job back. The mayor's even increased my wages. You have my gratitude. By Moloch, you have the whole town's gratitude.
You were the one who slipped that draft into my mug, were you not? I cannot believe I fell for that. This isn't right, you know. It was the oppressiveness of Red Guard society that drove me to become a bandit. Yeah, I blame society.
I think I'm gonna train up a few of the townspeople, so next time bandits come into town, they'll be in for a rude surprise.
You brought Gavendian to justice, eh? I'm glad. You know, if you were ever interested in becoming a deputy to the constable, I'm just saying, the job's open.
I hope you made that man suffer. For what he did to Miss Mondori, he deserved a brutal end. Damn bandits. Now I'm just hoping my horse comes home.
I've been waiting for my husband to return from Northpoint for weeks. If something happened to him, I just don't know what I would do with myself.
Nice of you to finally join us. Those damn Montclairs have locked me out of my own city. If any of my people have been hurt, I'll kill Montclair and his daughter with my bare hands. You know how to get things done. Join up with Scordo and help him find a way into the city. I'll keep the troops on alert and ready to move on your signal. Northpoint is an important trading center, with many House Dorel holdings. Whoever controls the city controls the northern region of Rivenspire. If I were Oblivion bent on conquering the area, it's certainly what I would do. My son, Alec, was in charge while I was at Shornhelm. If he's still alive, he must be somewhere inside the city. Beyond that, the entire populace is loyal to House Dorel. But I have no idea what kind of forces Montclair set loose within my city. Reports indicate that Baron Montclair hasn't been seen in weeks, though this mess has his fingerprints all over it. His daughter Larea, on the other hand, isn't afraid to show her face. We're assuming she's in command here. Prior to her mother's illness, she was a charming young woman, a real magic-using prodigy. Now it's like she's been replaced by a dark seducer. Men and women will do anything to please her. And she's shown a remarkable affection for extreme cruelty. I sent Scordo and a small group to establish a secure base among the farmhouses outside the city. He's supposed to find a way into Northpoint and then send us a signal. Since that hasn't happened yet, I assume he's still working on it. Countess Tamrith went with him. Against my better judgment, I might add. And that fancy knight Darien decided to tag along. He's gotten rather friendly with Scordo since he arrived. I hope they can slip inside, or this is going to be a long siege.
You walked into the wrong farmhouse, Montclair! Well, kiss a troll and call me Pumpkin. I know you from Shornhelm. Did Baron Dorel send you? I was the orc, in the cage. Not my most shining moment, but it's not like I'm a noble or anything. No matter, I'm just glad you're here. It's a disguise. What's wrong? Don't you like it? Is my helmet on crooked or something? We're going to sneak into Northpoint. Not usually my approach, but Countess Tamrith and Darien helped us get this far. No idea. He went to scout around and hasn't come back yet. So far, we've learned the patrols outside the city consist of untrained fighters with orders to keep people away. Only the officers seem to know what's going on inside. I suggested busting a hole in the wall, but the Countess decided we should save that as a last resort. Darien went out to search while we took care of the farmers. They came to us for help, and you know how the Countess feels about refugees.
May the light bathe and bless these people. May it guide their way and grant peace to those they have lost. I promised to serve the people of Rivenspire, my friend. That doesn't mean I get to sit in a tower and make others take all the risks. Besides, these poor farmers are in need of a healer, and that just happens to be one of my specialties. Not much, I'm afraid. The soldiers we captured won't give up any secrets. But we do know they are totally committed to Larea Montclair. Darien went out to see if he could learn more. He's been gone for a long time, and I'm starting to get worried. I'd appreciate that. Look toward the eastern farmsteads. Montclair's forces seem to be concentrated in that area, so it stands to reason that Darien would be curious about what they're doing there. Just be careful, and don't give away our presence.
Do your worst, lackey to a foreign crown. I won't tell you anything. Well, I guess that would be all right. I am a guard of the First Order, a member of the Blood Talon Cloaks of House Montclair. More than that, you won't get out of me. Why could that possibly matter? Really? Your beloved Countess would never stand for that. You're bluffing. You're the one? You killed Riz al Jul? I'm just a guard. The officers know what's going on, but they never tell us anything. All I can tell you is they have a camp to the east, on the coast. If you want information, you have to talk to an officer.
Can you believe it? The officers won't tell us a thing. We're not even allowed in the city.
If you have a problem, go talk to Captain Kala. I saw her giving that new transfer a piece of her mind.
I saw that. She dragged the poor guy into the officers' quarters, and I haven't seen either of them since.
I was wondering when you were gonna show up. Want a bite? Reconnaissance, but keep your voice down. No need to wake the good captain. And know what I learned? There's not a single guard in Northpoint. Not a one. Lorea ordered them to get out and to keep everyone away. Isn't that enough? I was fairly proud of that bit of espionage. But you're right, there's more. The good captain here let slip that there's a smuggler's tunnel. Leads right into the heart of the city. It's our best option for getting inside.
My, Sir Darian. That was impressive. But when it comes to smugglers' tunnels, I think there's a thing or two I can teach you.
I'm not sure how to respond to that. Why don't you find out what our vampire vixen is talking about?
I must say, Darian certainly has a way with the ladies. That's not how I'd go about extracting information from the enemy, but I can't fault his results. The old smuggler's tunnel should lead into the city, if we can get through it. Well, the smugglers who used the tunnels installed a gate. Gives them a monopoly on the black market in Northpoint. The tunnel will get us into the city, if we can get past the locked gate. The smuggler boss is a tough pirate. Goes by the name of Lagra. If anyone has a key, it's her. But the Montclairs attack any boats that approach the city. There are wrecks up and down the coast. If Lagra's still alive, that's where we'll find her.
Don't worry about me. I'll throw on some armor and go with Gwendis. Put the old team back together. But first I need to leave a flower for the lovely captain here. Give her something to remember me by.
Can vampires have families? How? Perhaps Mike does not wish to know.
Burn!
before I shot you.
What do you think you're doing on my ship? Do you know what I did to the last stowaway I found? Well, the last time I looked, my hold didn't lead into the city. Wait a moment. My key! If you're one of those Montclair bastards, I won't go down without a fight. Now give me back my key. Well, you're a tough one, aren't you? All right, we'll do it your way. I was coming back to get my key. I need to get into Northpoint myself, rescue my gang. Why should I let you have the key when I have my own needs to consider? At the moment, all I care about is the safety of my gang. They were inside when the city fell. But if this turns out to be a trick, Oblivion won't be big enough for you to hide in. The tunnel's in the cove. It will take you into the city. The tunnel is inside the cove beneath the lighthouse. That key will unlock the trapdoor.
Over here, by the rocks. Come on, I'll take you to where the others are waiting. Tell us you found something, hero. We could use some good news.
I'm not interested in news. Just tell me you found a way to get us into those tunnels.
Tell me you found something good, hero. It's not like the fate of Rivenspire is hanging in the balance or anything. Right then, let's go see what Lorraia's doing in there. But brace yourself. I don't think we're gonna like what we find. Northpoint. It just feels empty. I sense life in there, but it's faint, barely perceptible. We need to be ready for anything. His lordship, the Baron over there, wants us to head inside, see what's going on, and secure the area. He wants us to be slow and careful so as not to damage his precious city. Good job getting that key, by the way. Now let's go save Northpoint. I need to let Verandus know what's going on. In the meantime, talk to Skoldo. He knows the city like the back of his hand.
I'm not sure how Montclair and his troops stand this armor. It's itchy and it smells like rotten mudcrab meat.
I find it hard to believe that Baron Dorell allowed a smuggler to dig a tunnel into his city, and right under his very nose. Still, it is our good fortune that this tunnel exists. The light truly shines on those who need it.
Talk to Skordo. He has a plan. It's a bit crude, but it just might work. At least it has the advantage of being remarkably simple and easy to remember. I appreciate that in a plan.
So it's just us mortals from here on in? It's fine with me. I don't mind admitting that the idea of friendly vampires kind of creeps me out. Northpoint was my home for the last few years, so I know the place pretty well. Never snuck in through a smuggler's tunnel, though. That's gonna be a new experience. Just remember that we're part of House Montclair and things should go fine. We need to sneak in slowly, one at a time. Wandering around as a group would just be inviting trouble. The tunnel is supposed to lead through the lighthouse. We need to get inside and find a place we can use to get the lay of the land. Hold on! I'm coming with you! Let's check the buildings. There has to be one we can use as a safe location. innkeep Bollock lived here. I hope he isn't one of these blood fiends. Anyway, this place is too small for our needs. Let's keep looking.
Comrade, a word.
This should do nicely. Let's make sure it's clear. Go on. Go find the rest of our assault team. I'll have this place all cozy-like in no time. Because you're gonna go back out there and let them know where we are, and see if you can figure out where Lorrea is hiding while you're at it. I'll get the place settled and make sure we don't attract any unwanted visitors. Watch your arse out there. I mean, did you see all the vampires and blood fiends? Oh, you better hurry. We don't want to leave his lordship and her ladyship alone out there too long. It isn't safe.
Have at me, foul creatures! Well, that's never happened before. Look out! Behind you! Watch out! They're coming out of the woodwork! I lost track of the Baron and the Countess when I heard the innkeeper scream, but I was too late. He gave me the key to the inn before he died. I think he tried to tell me something, but I couldn't make it out. Be on your guard. Here comes more of those monsters. Thanks for rescuing me. Just so you know, this isn't a usual occurrence. Oh, who am I kidding? This happens to me all the time. Can I assume the house you emerged from is our safe location? Of course it is. I'll just wander over and have a little lie down. It's all the same with you.
letting a noblewoman wander alone through a city full of vampires and blood fiends. What was Scordo thinking? RK guides our way as usual. Are they all like this? The people of Northpoint? Did Larea turn them all into these vile creatures? May the light watch over them. Praise RK. I can't believe that sweet Larea would do something like this to our people. What could have driven her to such horrors? I'll head to the manor and meet you there. Gather the others and let's meet at the manor. We have plans to make and I fear our time grows short. The light preserve us.
Where can you be? Oh, there you are. I thought my son might be hiding here, in his office. But all I found was his journal. You might as well have a look. Alec and I haven't always seen eye to eye, and he's made no effort to hide his feelings about me in his journal. He does mention the arrival of Lady Larea, though. I'll tell you more when we gather with the others. No reason to repeat myself. Serene Manor. I know it well. Nice to see we finally found a good use for that pompous ass. I'll meet you there. We'll discuss the contents of my son's journal when the entire team is together. Try not to let the blood fiends suffer when you kill them. They were the citizens of Northpoint once.
Larea has been here all along, and your son didn't do a damn thing about it?
According to Alec's journal, yes. He seems to have been infatuated with the woman. Didn't even get alarmed when she started turning people into blood fiends. The mines at Crosswich are invaluable. I'm not surprised the Red Rooks tried to take control of the place.
I hate this. Just give me something to hit already. But it does sound like your son betrayed Northpoint, Baron.
It's the Remnant. It put Alec under her spell. I'm surprised he was even able to write in his journal. Maybe that was his way of warning us.
According to my waste of a son's own journal, he practically gave Larea the keys to the city. What happened here was Alec's fault. I don't care what kind of powers Montclair's daughter possesses. A Dorell must be better than that.
The Baron was just filling us in on what was written in his son's journal. Spell or no, Alec has a lot to answer for. If he's even still alive. First, we need to find out if anyone survived Larea's private party. The Countess heard noises coming from the inn. It's not much to go on, but at least it's a place to start looking. Part of me wants to find Larea in there. Then we could put a blade through her and be done with this business. But I really hope the townsfolk have crowded in there and barricaded the doors. Either way, we need to get in there and see. So Darien accomplished something useful after all. Go upstairs and get that key. Funny thing, Darien was scratched and battered, claimed the blood fiends bit him. But the Countess didn't find a single bite mark on him. Guess he was mistaken.
Veranda sent me to help. He said he needed to do some more research. I swear the man's got his head buried in that old book you found in Lorkrata. But if it wasn't that, it'd be something else. He loves his research, that's for sure.
Darien can't talk right now. I gave him something to relieve his pain, and to quiet him down for a little while. The man does love the sound of his own voice. The end of my staff. right to the side of his head. Best way to quickly quiet a delirious soldier. He was making enough noise to give away our presence, and I was in no mood to fight a horde of those creatures. A key? Yes. He was holding on to it rather tightly. I had to pry it from his grip before I could tend to his injuries. Is it important? RK provides. Bless us all. I heard sounds coming from the inn as I made my way here. Now we can get inside and see what's in there. I hope it's the survivors of this terrible disaster. I'd hate to think that Larea turned or killed them all.
Can't talk now. The pretty lady said it's sleepy time. Shh.
I'm going with you to check on the inn. Scordo, when we give the signal, call in the army.